Long ago, beyond rivers that shimmered like silver and valleys where the wind sang through tall grass, there stood a prosperous kingdom ruled by King Aldrich. He was a wise ruler, respected by allies and feared by enemies, yet age had begun to weigh heavily upon him. The king had 3 sons. The eldest, Prince Rowan, was disciplined and proud, trained since childhood to lead armies and command respect. The second, Prince Callum, was charming and clever, skilled in negotiation and beloved by the court. The youngest, Prince Elias, was quiet, observant, and known more for listening than speaking. As whispers spread through the palace that the king's strength was fading, Aldrich sensed ambition growing restless in his sons. Determined to prevent rivalry and buy himself time, he devised a test, one that would reveal not strength or wealth but judgment. "Bring my sons before me," the king commanded. That evening, beneath the vaulted ceiling of the throne hall, King Aldrich spoke. "I will choose my successor," he said, "not by birth nor by favor, but by wisdom. Each of you will leave at dawn. Bring me something small, yet flawless, something that proves you understand true worth." The princes bowed. At sunrise, they departed, each certain in his own way that victory was assured. Prince Rowan rode east with armed escorts, believing perfection could be purchased or taken by force. Prince Callum travelled west among traders and collectors. Confident charm would lead him to the finest rarity. Prince Elias rode alone. He followed no map, no rumor, no plan, only curiosity and a belief that meaning could not be rushed. For weeks, he travelled through towns and forests, meeting people who offered him jewels, trained animals, and handcrafted treasures. Yet none felt right. Everything beautiful seemed fragile, and everything flawless felt empty. One night, as dark clouds swallowed the moon, a violent storm overtook him. Lightning split the sky. His horse panicked, and Elias barely managed to guide it off the road. Then, through the rain, he saw a light, not fire, not torchlight, something softer, steadier. At the edge of the forest stood a house, simple, ancient, and glowing faintly as if the walls remembered sunlight. No guards, no gates, just a wooden door, slightly open. Exhausted, Elias knocked. The door creaked wider on its own. Inside, he found silence, and movement. Birds hopped across the floor as if they owned it. Deer stood calmly near the hearth. Foxes lay curled by the stairs. None fled, none feared him. At the center of the room sat an elderly woman, weaving at a loom. "You are expected," she said gently. "I am," Elias asked, stunned. Double quotes, "Yes, those who arrive here always are." She offered him food and a place to rest. That night, he slept more peacefully than he ever had in the palace. Days passed. The woman never asked his name nor his purpose. Instead, she spoke of patience, of seeds that grow only when left alone, and of gold that rusts when admired too closely. Eventually, Elias confessed his quest. "I seek something small and perfect," he said, "but I no longer know what that means." The woman smiled and handed him a sealed wooden seed. "Do not open this," she said. "Give it to your father when the time comes." Elias hesitated. "That's it. Most truths are," she replied. When he left, the forest seemed quieter almost. Respectful. Back at the palace, Rowan presented a rare gem cut by master artisans. Callum unveiled a mechanical marvel no larger than a coin, ticking flawlessly. The court applauded. Then Elias stepped forward and handed the king the seed. The court laughed. But when King Aldrich opened it, silence fell. Inside was a living thing, tiny, balanced and impossibly complete, as if nature itself had shaped it without excess. The king's breath caught. "This is perfection," he whispered. Yet he was not ready to surrender the crown. One final trial, Aldrich declared. "Bring me something of true endurance." Elias returned to the forest house. The woman welcomed him as though he had never left. This time, she asked him to stay. Seasons changed. Leaves fell, snow came and melted. Elias learned to mend tools, care for animals, and wait without impatience. When the time came, the woman gave him a simple cloth. "Strength is not resistance," she said. It is survival. Before the king, the cloth passed every test. It bent without breaking. It endured fire and water alike. The court murmured dot still. King Eldrick delayed. One last challenge, he said. Bring me someone fit to rule beside you. Elias returned to the forest, heart heavy. I know why you're here, the woman said dot she stood. Taller now, stronger. There is a cost, she warned. If you choose me, you must give up certainty. I already have, Elias replied. Light filled the house. The animals vanished. The walls transformed. The woman was no longer old. She was a queen, long cursed, waiting for someone who valued what could not be seen. The procession returned to the palace unlike any before. When King Eldrick saw the woman, he understood. Not beauty, not power, but balance. You have chosen wisely, the king said at last. The crown passed to Elias. Elias ruled not with force nor charm, but with patience and understanding. His kingdom flourished, and the people remembered this lesson. What is truly valuable is often quiet, often unseen, and never rushed.